Okay, good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to present about my paper entitled Teaching Narrative Writing Using Picture Series and A.T.A.P Methodology. As we know that there are 4 skills in learning a language. First is listening, and reading can be categorized as receptive skills, and the other 2 are speaking and writing, which categorized as productive skills. There are 3 things if we want to teach writing. The first one, we have to pay attention to the content and organization. There, understand the purpose of the writing and the audience, generate ideas and information, organizing ideas and information, use appropriate layout. And for the language, use correct grammar, choose appropriate vocabulary, link sentences and paragraphs, use appropriate tone for the language. But for the mechanics, the first one is form letters as for the young learners, and write neatly, spell correctly, and punctuate correctly. Because writing is an important part in learning language, so teachers must teach different text types to the children. They also have to learn how to write recount text, narrative, procedures, discussion, explanation, information report, completing an invitation, exposition, description, response, and even essay for the higher level. Next, okay, picture series. Here, I'd like to talk about picture series. What is the function of picture series in writing? First is to trigger the writer's imagination because picture describe many words. Next, to help writing the events chronologically. So this picture series is very useful for the writers to gain idea to express the ideas on the content. Next is methodology. I use picture series and A.T.A.P methodology. What is A.T.A.P methodology? Well, it is an acronym which is taken from Indonesian word, which is called A.T.A.P or roof, right? The philosophy of A.T.A.P itself is used to construct the content or to structure the ideas. But actually it is fit with the components of narrative writing described by Freytag. Okay, in this triangle, we can see exposition. It's called awal or introduction. In here, the writers have to introduce the characters, the setting, and the activities of the characters are doing to drag down the understanding of the readers. When they read the story, they know what's going to be on the next one. Okay, next is rising action, or let's say challenges or tantangan. A.T.A.P. T is tantangan, which means challenges. And there are series of events in here which lead to the climax. Okay, so rising action and climax can be categorized as tantangan. The third one is falling action, or let's say aksi or actions. Here, the writers have to describe about the solution happened in the story. And the next one is resolution, or let's say perubahan or pembelajaran over here. Okay, the writers must have resolution for the problems happen and how to handle it and how to make it better. So that's why It is called perubahan or pembelajaran. Between A.T.A.P methodology and picture series, for the explanation, for the exposition or awal, you can use picture 1 and 2 to describe the activities, the characters, and the setting. For tantangan or challenges, you can use picture 3, 4, and 5 to describe the series of events which leads to the climax. And then the following action, you can also use picture 6 to give the solution and the resolution as well. All right. In this technique, I asked my students to sit in groups to think about the outline first before they had to make the paragraph. Use the pictures and also A.T.A.P methodology. I gave an example of how to make an outline and also the paragraph, and discuss about the components of A.T.A.P which fits with a Freytag triangle in this narrative text. Okay, so it will be easier for them to have this kind of techniques when they sit in groups and then try to make an outline. After that, they can go back to their own after writing the introduction together for the pre-writing. And then for the writing process, they could sit and do it individually based on the outline and the introduction they had made in the group. Then after that, they have to develop the ideas based on the introduction and also based on the outline they had made the groups. For the post writing, they can have peer checking with their friends, and they can also ask the teacher to have consultation time. Right? For the post writing, they can even redraft or replan their composition before they go to the final one. Okay, thank you. I hope this techniques useful for all of you to be applied in your class when teaching narrative writing. Thank you once again for giving me a chance to present this.